are beyond excited to have the multi-talented Ilia Volok here, who is opening tonight, October 28th, in Diary of a Madman by Gogol. And it's all for a wonderful Ukrainian cause. So we have a lot to talk about.
Okay.
Okay.
There you are. Is this Diary of a Madman based on the Gogol short story?
Yes.
Wait.
Yeah,
Before we do anything, first of all, I should say I'm Eva Heineman. I'm run the high drama and all that.
Yeah.
But first, introduce yourself and say hello. You know, we have to introduce you first.
Yes. Hello. My name is Ilia Volok. I'm an actor, and I'm here in New York right now with doing the show Diary of a Madman, which I've done overall probably about 110 times.
Wow.
And I had a run in New York about already 5 years ago. I did 2 separate runs here, and then I performed in different places, Dubai, London, Paris, and I was in Kiev and Odessa also. That was back in 2019. So, yeah.
What made you pick Gogol's Diary of a Madman, which, by the way, I love. It reminds me also of Dostoevsky's Notes from an Underground. We should also explain the plot. It's about basically this government worker who's very envious and going crazy. He's fallen in love with the boss's daughter, and he's like obsessive and crazy and nuts, and it's hysterical. Nasty people are funny.
Gogol is a very funny writer. The nose is hysterical.
Well, it's a combination of reality and like a heightened reality. But his attention to detail and describing of the characters that sometimes they might seem like larger than life, but at the same time, very recognizable. And one of his greatest works is Dead Souls. It's the novel, which the characters he creates are amazing. So going back to Diary of a Madman, so I did it the first time 10 years ago, 2012, and I always wanted to choose a material that is challenging and also works on many levels, and has the comedy and has a drama. It's a basically combination. It's a tragic comedy, you would say. Yeah.
Which you recently did with Baryshnikov's The Cherry Orchard. I saw you. You were the passerby. I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, it's that was fun. Yeah, that was interesting also take on the cherry orchard and the visual aspect. I thought it was great.
And have you adapted Diary of a Madman to any of the things that are currently going on in Ukraine? I mean, it does seem like there are madmen everywhere these days.
One in particular.
As far as the inner life and acting choices, of course, I feed off that. I mean but essentially it's the what's interesting and challenging. It's the working on the character that gradually comes to that state of the insanity, and it's very in Russian literature. Well, Gogol was Ukrainian born, but essentially he was in Russian Empire at that time. So, and then he moved in St. Petersburg, where he was he became a writer. I mean, develop his career and notoriety, but it's the present topic in Russian classic, including Dostoevsky, Tolstoy probably less, Chekhov for sure, is the theme of our so-called small person, meaning the person who is lost in the society, lost in system of ranks in the society, and cannot get out of that. And in this particular case, the weapon of Poprishin, who is the main character, he decides to fight that, to rebel by becoming a king of Spain in his imagination. So, it was interesting. I was referring to, I don't know if you saw a Joker with Joaquin Phoenix, that film that came, it's
Batman.
Yeah, but the Joker with Joaquin Phoenix, it was a couple of years ago when he won an Oscar, and it's pretty much that, only without violence. I mean, without, it's the person who pushed to the end in his social surroundings, in his inability to find love, to find understanding, and he rebels in Joker's case, in that he kills his mother, and he kills other people, which I think is that's a different topic. But in case of Poprishin, there is no violence. He doesn't hurt anyone but himself by becoming.
So this is basically a class consciousness thing, and he's trying to break out of the place stuck in.
Yeah, basically, in a way. Well, at that time, because it takes place in about 1840s, 1830s, the whole class system and ranks. It was very hard to, advance your, bureaucratic structure. Yeah.
Yes.
And you're looked upon according to your rank. In a way, it probably reflects the caste system in India. Yeah, in a way.
Yeah.
Where you are born into a certain category, you cannot get out. So, there it's possible to, but it takes tremendous effort and a lot of you have to humiliate yourself, and so that's what Poprishin rebels against.
And John's would be so much better if you got the respect that you feel like you deserve. And here he is working hard, making, doing the pen thing, and he wants to get, appreciated, and he's just treated like dirt beneath the feet. And that also, it just gets to you after a while. It's like, it takes so much.
Especially also that's the restrictions of that society. Unlike for example, the Western world, or in this particular, let's say United States. It's, you have to work hard, and you have to put a lot of effort in, but you can, within one generation, you can advance.
Not always. We just talked about it now. I just thought about this. Death of a salesman. It's just like Death of a Salesman. He's worked for 34 years selling, and now he's at the end. Instead of getting the respect and admiration and paying attention to, he goes crazy and kills himself.
It's It's so that's I think it's a perfect. It's also a perfect example. But I guess, and also the ability of a certain person to handle it. You have to handle stress. Yeah, some people can work through it. Yeah.
But we should say that all your money, your proceeds. You're raising money for Ukrainian cause.
Yes, I have this. Yes, absolutely. It's. I was in Kiev exactly. Well, November, December, I was in Kiev working on the project right before the war started. Yeah, and no one even could suspect anything, like that. And I have a lot of friends in Kiev. My father lived until 2000, end of 2018. He passed away before that, but I have a lot of friends, and I stay in touch with them. And I have this wonderful couple who are, organize this thing, volunteer. It's a volunteer organization. So they go around in the villages, small towns, and then bring food and clothes, and so they do a lot of hard work. So basically, I am raising funds for that organization.
If you will send me the links to your organization at various things on the computer, I'll be happy to put them on this when I can.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. What's it called, the organization?
It's the link. It's multi-human. I'll send you the link. And there is all the information is there. It's on that, through that link. You'll see it, and they have a bunch of photos and videos, and it's also on Facebook. They do, this husband and wife, and they didn't leave. A lot of people left Kiev when the war started, so they stayed, and they started working on just working with elderly people, helping find the medicine, and assist them like with shopping and stuff. And so that's
I have a friend who lives in Istanbul, and he says that both Russians and Ukrainians are snapping up all of the available real estate, like apartments and places to stay, because there's such a flood of them in the city. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess for for Russians, because a lot of people are leaving Russia too. Yeah.
I feel so sorry for everybody. I mean, we look at these Russian boys and what they're being put through, and it's just in its own way, it's worse than what the Ukrainians were putting through, because they don't know why they're there.
Yeah. Yeah, there is no.
I just wish the Russians that were there would just say, "Excuse me, what am I doing here?" I mean, back in 1917, they rebelled and they said, "Excuse me," and they went and fought against the Tsar. It's like I wish they'd all just go and do something about that awful Putin. It's just so upsetting and horrible, and you just wish something would be done. So I'm just so glad you're doing something, and that you're staying there doing something. But it's just. I'm first generation American. My parents were German. So this is just striking such a nerve in me. And it's just like, it's like all over again. It's just awful.
It's great. Yeah, it's crazy. I couldn't even, like, sometimes I just wanted to scream out of desperation when you have my friend's mother, who is now 87, and she had to, in Kiev, and she had to go every time down to the bomb shelter, and she has a heart condition, and it's just, and then what happened recently, 2 weeks ago, when was that? About 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, that the bombing of the center of the city, in Kiev, with the rockets, and my father's apartment literally 3 minutes away from there, from that, it's called Shevchenko University, is right there. It's you can't comprehend that stuff. You just I mean, it's just we live in a different world now, for sure.
It has all changed so strangely. I never thought I could possibly live through the things that are happening here. I mean, the rise of fascism all over the world is just so distressing. But you wonder why. Is anyone listening? We keep doing the same stupid things over and over.
I mean, you take World War II, what was going on. is just, you know, but the sad part that Putin, I mean, at least the officially, but I think maybe in it's hard because it's hard to know exactly the support, where is the genuine support of him for him, or whether people just say it because they have to say it. But regardless, it's pretty, I mean, it's the numbers are pretty high for the, because all, you know, for support, for his support, and because the people are brainwashed by media, and it's all one-sided.
It is
in Russia. But thank goodness the rest of the world, at least this time around, the rest of the world is coming to Ukraine's aid.
Yeah.
Everyone can see that, you know, you are being completely victimized here, and it's like a genocide. It's horrible. I mean, he's not going after military targets. He wants to annihilate Ukraine.
Yeah, it's basically, well, it's an ego. Ego.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say we should say a little bit about your play. When is it opening, and where are you? Where's the theater?
Oh, sorry.
It's actually opening tonight.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's so I'm playing basically for 3 weekends, and it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it's at the American Theater of Actors, ATA. It's on 50. It's 314 West 54th Street.
Right. Yeah.
And
October 28th.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, October 8th, 28th. Yeah.
Yeah, because this will be airing on November 5th. So.
Yeah, it's but it's good. You know, it's so I'm basically playing this weekend, which is 28th, 29th, and 30th. Then the next weekend, which is 4, 5, and 6 November, and then I'm skipping one weekend because I had to go out of town, and then I'm finishing 18th, 19th, and 20th of November.
Oh, good. So people have a chance to go.
Yeah. Yes.
And in the meantime, I see that you're in my guilty pleasure. What part have you had on General Hospital? I watched that.
Oh,
I'm a
General Hospital. It was actually, I did like 37 episodes in, it was like an arc back in, I think it was back in I should say 2000, maybe 11, I don't know, like maybe 2013, something like that. It was obviously I played Russian.
You were the Russian bad guy that he ended up throwing against Sonny, that he threw in the water. You were
Karpov.
You were involved with Brenda. You were involved with.
That's right.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah.
Oh, you were marvelous. Oh my God. Exciting.
Oh, wow.
That's a huge part. Yeah. And you got to act with Vanessa Marcel. Oh, how exciting.
And I'm here. I'm in New York because I'm based in LA. Yeah. But I'm in New York. I'm working on a new HBO miniseries called Full Circle. You know, it has Dennis Quaid in it. It has Claire Danes, and it's directed by Steven Soderbergh, which is is a big director. Right. You know, the Ocean movies, the Contagion, anyway. So, and I thought it would be great opportunity for me also to do a play on the weekends, because also I have a connection with the ATA. I've done the this play before. So anyway, so that worked out well.
Well, Ilia, thank you so much for joining us. We do need to move on, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
But it's really fascinating, and we are absolutely in support of your cause and everything. And we hope people will respond the way they should. So I'll put some information up here, and thank you very much.
Thank you, and I'll send you the links.
And we can
Painful.
see you in a million things because you've been in over 100 films and TV. I
Yeah.
mean, you turn
Thank
on the
you.
TV movies and there you are. It's wonderful.
Thank you so much. Thank
Yeah,
you so
thank
much.
you so much.
You.
And thanks for taking the time on the day of your opening to join us.
Absolutely.
Really
Thank
nice.
you. Take care. Thank you. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much, Ilia. And
Take care.
you know, I'm looking forward to your play down the line. So
Great.
take care and break a leg tonight. All right.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye bye.